Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. Today's recipe is groundnut soup or peanut soup, and you can make it with peanut butter. Welcome to Buddha's Kitchen. My name is Sharon. So for this recipe you need some vegetable, seasoning cube, oziza seed, ehu or calabash nutmeg, and of course you definitely need some spiciness. This is tatashe. It's not that spicy, it's a sweet pepper, and of course some onions with hot pepper. Then I also use cow skin and mackerel fish. This is fresh mackerel fish. You can as well use the smoked one, and this is the fresh groundnut or fresh peanuts that will be roasting for this recipe. And of course I have some dry catfish here, but you can go ahead and use goat meat or lamb meat or even smoked turkey. Now turn the groundnut into a hot pan, and please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you. So we're going to add the fresh groundnut into a pan and roast it. While roasting it, it should be on a medium heat so that it doesn't end up burning. You'll know it's roasted once the skin starts to turn a little bit of dark brown or dark pink. I don't know how to describe it, but this is what I'm talking about. Right now the groundnut is properly roasted, but if you have access to fresh groundnut or roasted groundnut, you can use it, or if you want to use peanut butter, you can as well use it for this recipe. But I like to roast my own fresh groundnut, so it's properly roasted. Now I'm going to turn off the heat and let it cool down. So now it has cooled down. The next step is to just rub it gently on your hand, and the peels are going to come off, as you can see. So after peeling out everything, we're going to go ahead to blend it. But right now let's just focus on peeling the groundnut and see how it goes. So for this groundnut recipe, there are various ways to cook it. You can make it as a groundnut stew or groundnut soup. For the groundnut stew, you just make it with some sweet peppers, but for this particular one we're making is groundnut soup, which you can use for Nigerian swallow, and as well use it for rice, white boiled rice, white boiled yam, plantain, potatoes, depending on your choice. So now after peeling it, this is exactly how it looks. Everything is super clean. Now I'm going to go ahead and transfer it into a blender, and you can, if you have the dry miller, you can blend it dry, or add a little amount of water because you don't want it too watery, you just want it a little bit thick. So you can either blend it dry or you add little amount of water. So this is how thick we want the peanut butter soup to look. This is how we want it to be. So once you're done blending it smooth, transfer it into a bowl. Yes, be sure to scoop out all that peanut from the blender. All right, now after that I'm just going to go ahead and add some sliced onions into it. Let's just keep watching. The unique thing about this soup is that whether you are cooking the Ghanaian peanut butter soup, Gambia peanut butter soup, Sierra Leone or Cameroon peanut butter soup recipe, it's almost similar. You have to grind the groundnut, or if you don't have it, you can use the peanut butter like I said earlier, or even if you want to use fresh one, it's still good, but most people usually roast it because this is how the recipe goes. Now this is the Nigerian style. Even in Nigeria we also have different way of cooking it. We have the Edo style of cooking peanut butter soup or groundnut soup as well. In order for our groundnut soup to come out perfect, we have to wash the catfish very well. So I added salt, and now I am adding hot water. This will help me to quicken the cleaning process of the catfish. It's very advisable to wash your fish with hot water, especially the ones you buy at Nigerian markets. Like I always say in most of my videos, it's very advisable to wash your fish, stock fish, but more with hot water. This will enable to remove whatever dust that must have accumulated on it due to how they market it in Nigeria streets. All right, now we're going to remove the seed from the bell pepper. This is tatache in Nigeria, but it's actually bell pepper because it's not spicy, it's a sweet pepper. So I'm going to remove the seed, and then I'm going to blend it with the onions and the other spice. In order for you to prepare your groundnut soup the best way, it's very important for you to watch this video to the end, as I'm going to be sharing with you all my secret tips to a perfect peanut butter soup or perfect groundnut soup. So you don't want to miss out on any. Now I'm just finished removing the seed from the tatache. I'm going to go ahead to blend everything. In order for you to achieve that authentic peanut butter soup, you need this spice. This is Oziza seed, and this is the calabash nutmeg I showed you. It's called ehu in Igbo language. Now I'm going to grind it. You can as well add some crayfish. Now rinse all that in and blend everything until it is perfectly smooth. Let's make our Nigerian groundnut soup. So in a clean pot, I have added the fresh mackerel fish. We call it Titus fish. I added this dry catfish. Remember, you can use chicken for this groundnut soup. So I'm adding the blended mixture now. After that, just rinse everything in. Don't worry if it's not properly blended, it's okay. Now I added 2 Maggi cubes. I just squeezed everything in, and a little bit of salt, and of course this is a roux. This is locust beans. So just rinse all that in, and we are going to mix everything together. You guys, this soup is going to come out so perfect. This will be the best groundnut soup recipe you will ever see on this YouTube, on this internet, because I put my heart to make this soup. Oh my god, the aroma from the flavors of the fish, the cow skin, all the spices, oh my goodness, it smells so delicious. Now the fish are properly cooked, the catfish is soft, the cow skin is soft, the mackerel fish is okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and add, this is the water I used to rinse out my blender after grinding the groundnut or peanut. All right, now I'm just going to add it and mix it very well. After that, I'm just going to still leave it to boil a little bit before adding the peanuts that I have blended. You remember that thick peanuts that we mix with onions? Yes. So I tasted this soup and it was not okay. I decided to go in with 1 more seasoning cube. All right, because I added the water, remember? So just adjust to your taste, all right, depending on your choice. All right, so after that, I'm just going to go ahead and start adding the groundnut paste or peanut butter, depending on the one you are using. It's advisable as you are cooking this groundnut soup that you just add the paste little by little. You don't just turn everything and mix. The reason is because if you do it like that, the soup will start to get burnt from the bottom. Meanwhile, it's not properly cooked. This soup takes time to cook. If you don't cook it very well, it may end up upsetting your stomach. All right, so please take notes. Cook the peanut butter soup for like about 20 minutes after adding the groundnut or peanut. It's very important. While watching this authentic peanut butter soup recipe, I know you'll be asking me, what will you eat it with? Alright, well, for those Ghanaians that are watching this video, you guys know how it goes. Peanut butter soup goes well with rice balls, but in Nigeria we like to be very smart, or rather very creative with our eating. Some people eat this with rice, while a lot of people eat this with fufu. So depending on you, peanut butter goes well with eba, peanut butter and eba, peanut butter and amala, peanut butter and fufu, peanut butter and pounded yam, peanut butter and semo. Wait, did I just say peanut butter and semo? That's very funny. I meant peanut butter soup or groundnut soup with semo. If you don't know what semo is, it's a Nigerian kind of swallow made from corn. I don't know the whole entire processing way, but we also have different kind of fufu made from cassava, from plantain, from cassava flakes, which is gari, or from cassava flour, which we have the ojabasha, some amala fufu and the rest. So now, after mixing everything, we're going to give it enough time to boil very well. We're going to give this peanut butter soup a lot of time to cook. So this is how we make the peanut butter soup and fufu mukbang. Peanut butter soup Sierra Leone, peanut butter soup Gambia, peanut butter ASMR mukbang eating. This is how it is made. All right, so now for vegetable, I'm going to be using scent leaf. So this is me slicing the scent leaf, but you can use bitter leaf. People eat peanut butter and bitter leaf, peanut butter and just peanut butter without no vegetables. It is optional as well, but peanut butter soup Nigerian style, we usually use bitter leaf to balance the taste. But for those that eat it with rice, you can just use scent leaf or kale or other vegetables that are not bitter. Some people also use okro for this peanut or groundnut soup with okro. We have different groundnut soup recipes or groundnut recipes. All right, so let's go ahead and add it to our soup, because I think it's now very thick. As you can see, it's boiling, everything has mixed together, the taste is perfect. This vegetable I'm adding is the last thing. So like I said before, you can use it for groundnut soup mukbang, white boiled rice, white boiled yam, boiled plantain, boiled potato, eba, fufu, yellow fufu, gari fufu, pounded yam. It goes so well. Please leave a comment for me. What do you think of my recipe? How do you think? Have you tried it? Will you try it? I'd like to hear from you. Please don't forget to like my video. Thank you for supporting my channel. See you on my next one.